Today we're going to talk about the Thai Workshop's titanium stem, why I have to take it off, and put my stock one back on. After I installed this, I was commuting to work and I would hear a clicking sound. Click, 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 click. And I would tighten the lever and the clicking sound would go away. But then a day later, I would hear the clicking sound again and I would tighten it more and it would go away. I took a closer look at, why this clicking sound kept returning, and I found some problems with the clamp area here. Okay, so the first problem with the stem is that when you put the clamp on, there's no gap. There should always be a little bit of a gap here. If you look at this one here, this is the same clamp, and you can notice the gap right away, okay? So when this is closed, instead of having enough clamping force, it bottoms out and hits the back, and I think that's why it's making the clicking sound. This is the other side of the clamp. You can see that the stem and the clamp, there's a lot of space here. So when I took a closer look at the top corner here, this clamp is only pushing down on this very corner here instead of the whole side. So I think when I put the load on the stem, this is where the clicking sound is coming from. The third problem that I encountered when I put this on is actually the lever itself. So these levers, they come with a stop screw in the back. But this stop screw, if I have it on, the stem doesn't close. So I had to take this off, which kind of shouldn't happen because, it's made by the same company. You would think they would design it so that they would work together. But unfortunately, it doesn't. This is what I noticed, that you can see where it touches the stem, it's digging into the clamp. So no matter how tight I make it, it's going to keep digging in and bottoming out on the back. So if I kept this stem on, I would have to probably buy a new clamp like every week. And this is what the gap's supposed to look like. You see? I could even stick this little Allen wrench in there. Okay, that's what it looks like on that side and this side here. You see, it's nice and wide. And also over here, you can see it's contacting this whole section here on top, on this side, and on the bottom as well. There's a little bit of shadow, but it's actually touching the whole way through. And that's what you want in a clamp, because that's what keeps it closed. And if one of those components is off, even by a little, like I'm getting small clicking sounds because it's opening under stress. I have to take off the chain pusher because one of the rollers is not working. Okay, the chain pusher, what it does is it pushes one of these wheels, the wheel in the back, and that's what makes the chain switch gears whenever you push the shifter. In order to remove the chain pusher, I have to take off the chain tensioner. And I need to take the chain tensioner off anyway because I broke the plastic piece here on the wheel. When I took the chain off, I let go and it flung back here and it ended up hitting this part, and this is where it cracked. So okay. This piece is being held on by 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would also recommend about every so often, I guess it depends on how much dirt you go through, that you take this chain pusher off, because there's a plastic washer. If you ride through rain and dirt a lot, this will get very dirty. So you might want to take that off and give it a wipe. Okay, on this side here is the Thai Parts Workshop chain pusher that I am going to send back to be repaired or replaced. And this is the original one. As you can see, this has 2 rollers, and each side is supposed to spin nicely. But I noticed that this side here, it gets stuck. And since it gets stuck, you can actually see on this one right here, this is the one that gets stuck, you can see some marks developing where it touches the wheel. This is the way it came. I actually thought by using it, it would loosen up and, become normal, but it's actually gotten worse. And the original one, it doesn't have anything. It simply pushes the wheel just by the side inside here. And by having the rollers here, it makes shifting much smoother. So I would definitely recommend getting you know, the roller ones, even if it's not this brand. Okay, when you're tightening down screws, especially ones that have 3 screws like this, you want to get the screws on first before you tighten everything all the way. This way it'll sit nice and evenly. Okay, if you tighten one screw all the way down, it might not be even. All right, and that's it. I'm gonna take the broken wheel off and replace it. They come in packs of 2s. This is what it's called. This will be a good part to stock up on. Unless you live near a Brompton junction or wherever that has parts, this will be a common piece that you would want to replace. So I do have the original stem put back on, the original chain pusher put back on, and I'm going to pack them up and send them back to Tide Parts Workshop, and they're gonna hopefully fix it or replace it, and I'll get back to you. I've been buying Tide Parts for about probably 10 years. And this is the first time I've had problems with their products. I've had dozens of their products and have never had any problems. So we'll see how their warranty works, and hopefully everything will be fixed. If you stand behind your products, I'm going to continue and support your company. Welcome back, everyone. The parts we sent back to Tide Parts Workshop finally came back, and here they are. The first is the chain pusher. The left side was sticking and now it's spinning freely. This is the original one that I sent back. I can tell because it's still worn on the right side, and the left side looks brand new. Looks like they had to, I guess, push the pin out and then put a new one in. All right, now it's good to go. This is the stem that came back. From the email that I got back, it looks like they replaced the stem with a brand new one. So I guess the old one wasn't able to be fixed. So let's test it out first. All right, so yeah, has a nice gap on that side, the nice gap on this side. And you can also see that it's nice and flat with the clamp and the hinge itself. So this is definitely a different stem, because the last one side of it stuck out a lot, and yeah, this is so much better looking. Yeah, that's good. The other problem I had with the stem was the screw back here wouldn't fit. Let's see if it'll fit this one. Okay. 40. Yeah, that's good. All right, so it looks like that problem is fixed as well. Now just putting the rest of it back together. Getting close. You have to eyeball the tire and align the handlebar straight. After you ride for a while, you'll notice if it's crooked. This part's annoying. Okay, so the stem is back on, the chain pusher is back on. I'm going to do a little bit of riding tomorrow to work and make sure everything's working as it should be. Maybe in the next week or so, we'll do an overview of the bike because this is pretty much complete. I shipped it out using USPS, which is the United States Post Office priority, and it said it was going to take 6 to 10 days. And it took 2 months, exactly 2 months. And once Type Parts Workshop received the items, it took them 2 days to ship out the new stem and the chain pusher that with the one roller replaced. So I'm very happy that everything went well. I did have to pay for shipping to them. I could have probably returned the shipment to the vendor, but I really wanted to see what kind of company Tie Shop Workshop is and if they actually stand behind their products. And from my experience, I'm very happy and I will continue to keep buying them, and I hope they continue to have good customer service and warranty their work. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. All right.